In Italy, this article was intended to be a story about famous writers who suffered from mental disorders. However, as I delved deeper into the subject, I discovered that the lives of these writers were truly captivating and intriguing. The way they dealt with and interacted with their illnesses and how they managed to turn their struggles into their adventures and incorporate their often strange thoughts into their writing careers was truly remarkable. Edgar Allan Poe was born in 1809 year and died in 1849. He suffered from 4 bouts of aggression, alcoholism, and drug addiction. Edgar Allan Poe is considered the creator of the detective genre. He also contributed to the development of science fiction, cosmology, and cryptography, and was one of the first American authors of short stories. He was born on January 19 in 1809 year in Boston, in state Massachusetts, in USA. The poet's parents were both creative individuals. In 2 years, Poe became an orphan and he was adopted by a family named Allan. In their home, the boy found a nurturing environment. Edgar displayed an early aptitude for learning, and he was enrolled in school at the age of 5. In 11 years, Edgar enrolled in a local college. As a college student, Poe fell in love with his friend's mother, Jane Stanford. However, his joy was short-lived. In 1824, Jane contracted meningitis, lost her sanity, and passed away. Edgar heartbroken began to experience nightmares. The most terrifying of this was when he felt a cold hand on his face in this darkness. His well-developed imagination repeatedly conjured up the terrifying face of an unknown creator looming over him in the pre-dawn gloom. Despite Poe's obvious academic achievements, he was unable to continue at the university due to financial difficulties. In 1826, he left the university. After another argument with his stepfather, Poe was kicked out of the house. He traveled to Norfolk and then to Boston. In his hometown, Poe met a young printer named Calvin Thomas, who agreed to publish the first collection of poetry. This marked the beginning in his career as a writer. The writer met his first and only 5 in a year when his stepfather kicked him out of the house. When his aunt Clemma found out that her nephew had now here to live, she gladly welcomed Poe to her estate in Baltimore. It was when the love affair blossomed between a melancholic Edgar and the kind-hearted Virginia. They were married on September 12 in 1835 year, 10 years in conception. Her death set off on an irreversible process. The writer's already severe depression was exacerbated by his regular drinking and opium use. Poe became aggressive, work-less, and suffered from memory lapses. Edgar Allan Poe died on October 7 in 1849 year in a Baltimore hospital. According to the doctor who observed his condition in the final days of his life, Poe was disoriented in space and time, dressed in someone else's clothes, and has no memory of his own name or surname. Sometimes I will tell you about life of writers and their mental illnesses.